Well, hello everybody. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I'm back. And I have an interesting video for you today. I got an interesting topic. I want to talk about EDC flashlights. Flashlights that I carry in my pocket every day. One of the most popular flashlights that I personally like to use is made by Thrunite, and it is the model Ti3. Okay, this flashlight is 125 lumens. It has a single operation. It runs on a single AAA battery, and this is a really good flashlight. Again, 125 lumens. I can see at distances of around 57 meters. This flashlight is light. It only weighs 9 grams. It's 65.6 millimeters long, 14.2 millimeters in diameter, and it has an impact resistance of 1 meter. This is an excellent flashlight. Again, I like this one because it works on a single AAA battery. These flashlights, if you purchase them on Amazon, you can find them for around $10, and if you purchased it off of Thrunite's website, you can often find them for cheaper than that, for $6.95. So that's the Ti3, but that's not what this video is about. This video is about a newer version, which is a model Ti3. So I want to take this and show you what's included here. So this is the Thrunite Ti3. Let's open this baby up. So the first thing you see, you have a nice metal container. Again, we can use that metal container for charring cloth. And the first thing you see here is the instruction manual. Now I'm going to open this up, and feel free to pause if you wish, if you want to read any of this information. Here is the back of the pamphlet. And the next thing that we're going to see in here is the warranty information from Thrunite. These are excellent flashlights. Again, I'll hold this up. You can utilize that pause button if you'd like. If you want to read any of this stuff, it's written in several languages. And now we get to see the meat and potatoes of this package, and that is the actual silica sand, right? No, let's take a look in here. We have a small O-ring, and we have a little metal chain with like a carabiner. This is so that you can attach this to the flashlight. You can hook that up to your belt loop, I guess you could say, and the extra O-ring is for water protection. This flashlight is very similar to the Ti3 in the fact of the specs and things of that nature. Now, here's the flashlight, and there's one more thing in here, and that's right there. That is the clip. Clip is cool because you can put it like this. You know, you clip that baby on, and then you can clip it to your pants, or you can clip it in this section like this. And look at that, you can attach this to the cap, to the brim of your cap here. So you can have almost like a headlamp type of feature. So I like to leave the clip like that. Now, the Ti3 compared to this one, again, this Ti3 is a little bit shorter, a little bit lighter. Okay, so the new specifications on this one, it's 12 grams. This is without the battery. This is 9 grams without the battery. This is 70 millimeters long. This is, what was it, 65.5 millimeters long. 14.2 diameter and 14 diameter. So it's a little bit thinner than the Ti3. This is IPX8 waterproofing. So this can go underwater up to 2 meters for quite a bit of time. So this is pretty cool. This is, again, the model Ti3. Hopefully you can see that, by Thrunite. This is a very nice little flashlight. This is also impact resistance up to 1.2 meters, where the Ti3 was impact up to 1 meter. Now, here's where we get the big differences. I'm going to go ahead and insert a battery into this flashlight real quick. Same type of battery. Okay, now both of these flashlights have brand new batteries. Both batteries are fresh out of the case. So again, on the T01, we turn that baby on, we have 125 lumens. If we turn on the Ti3, we go to Firefly 2, 3. There we go. We have 120 lumens. So it's a little bit less in lumens, but it's hard to tell a difference. This is the T01, this is the Ti3. So what makes the difference between these flashlights? The Ti3, I really like it a lot because it has 4, look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4 different modes of operation. So what happens here is if you turn this baby on, it goes to the first setting, which is Firefly, which is very low lumen rating. This is 0.04 lumens. Now the runtime on this is approximately 114 hours. Now if you take a twist and you twist it off and back on, you'll go to the second step, which is low. This is going to be 12 lumens, and this is going to run for approximately 6.3 hours. That's a lot of light, 12 lumens. Now if we go off and on again, we go to high, 120 lumens, half of an hour. Okay, now this one was 125 lumens for 40 minutes. So the run times are pretty close, except this is a little bit less. This is only 30 minutes instead of 40. Now, if I turn it off and I go off on 6 times, I'll get a hidden strobe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's keep going. There it is. There's the hidden strobe. Look at that. That is just crazy. It's blinding, blinding, blinding bright. Now the cool thing about the strobe is we can operate this strobe at 120 lumens, and this will run for 1 hour. Now this flashlight has a range on high, so there's Firefly 2, 3, there's high. This high setting can see in the distance of approximately 50 meters. Again, this is 120 lumens. Now the T01 on high, the rating for this is 57 meters. Okay, so it's not that much difference for what you're getting. Now you do get better runtime out of this by 10 minutes, and you get a little more distance. This is the T01, this is the Ti3. There's a memory on this flashlight, so if I turn it on and it goes to Firefly, and let's say I go to medium, say I want it on medium. If I turn that off, 1 1000, 2 1000, 3, and I turn it back on, in less than 10 seconds, it will remain on the last setting that it accessed. Okay, so if I go to high, and then I turn it off, 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4, and then I turn it back on, it's right back to high. Now if I turn it off and I wait 10 seconds, 1 1000, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What will happen is it will reset the memory and it'll turn on in Firefly mode. See that? The lowest setting possible, which I like because a lot of times you don't need 120 lumens of operation. A lot of times, you know, if you want to just look and find something out of your pack, or you want to read something real quick, or look and see if a zipper's broken, or check to see if you got a splinter, something like that, you don't need the high 120 lumen rating. But again, you just twist it and off and on, you'll go to the next setting. There's medium, there's high. Keep going like that until you get that strobe. 3, 4, 5. I had it earlier. There it is. That strobe is pretty cool. Now the only feature that it will not remember is strobe. So if I turn it off for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds and turn it back on, it goes right back to Firefly. So this is a cool little flashlight. This one, the T01, honestly has been one of my favorites, and I think this Ti3 is going to be awesome as well. I like the fact that it has a little clip, so again I can clip it to my hat. I could use it as a headlamp. The T01 didn't have that, but it is what it is. The T01 has been in my pocket. I've taken it with me to work, and it's always bright. It's always, and these things are bright in comparison to what you're getting. You know, to get that much lumen rating out of a AAA battery, a single AAA battery at that, it's amazing. It just blows me away. Now this one, the T01, it's only got the one feature. You can't go to other features or anything like that. It has no memory. It's just 125 lumens on or off. Again, this one's beautiful because you got several different features. That strobe is really cool. Strobe, if you got an accident, you got an hour of, you're trying to get someone's attention, strobe's gonna do that. I just think this is a really cool little light for the money. A lot of bang for the dollar. Here we are. We're in my bathroom. I've got a really dark area. I'm going to go ahead and turn the Ti3 on. This is Firefly. This is 0.04 lumens. You can see kind of what's going on. Now if I bump it up to low, I'll get 12 lumens. Let's take a look at that. There's low. 12 lumens of light. You can see there's plenty of light there. Now if I go up to the next setting, it'll be high, which is 120 lumens. So let's go up there. 120 lumens. Wow, you can clearly see a lot of stuff. Now if you compare this to the T01, I'll put the T01 on the right. This is the T01. This is the Ti3. See, the T01 is just a little bit brighter. 125 lumens, 120 lumens. Now, let's take a look at that strobe. It's going to take me a minute to get to it. There's the strobe setting on the Ti3. I really like this. I think this is cool. Let's go back to Firefly. You know, my hand's in front of the camera here. If I had a splinter or something like that, I could definitely use Firefly mode. See, you can see the little cut on my hand. Let's go to the next setting. This is medium. This is, this is low. High. If you wanted to read some material, you can go to Firefly. So you can clearly read those. Again, this is 0.04 lumens. You can read that, no problem. Let's go to low. This is 12 lumens. Again, this is a runtime of 6.3 hours. This is almost an overkill. This is low because Firefly lasted 115 hours. This is low. If we go to high, 120 lumens, it's going to operate for half an hour. Now they're conservative in these numbers. Look at how clear that is. Pretty crazy. Back to Firefly. I like that. 115 hours of runtime. 0.4 lumens. Pretty cool. Here's a size comparison against a Bic Mini, just in case you guys might have been wondering how big they are in reference to that. They're just a little bit larger than a Bic Mini. So they're very small flashlights. They fit in your pocket very easily. In fact, to get another comparison, there they are next to just a AAA battery and the Bic Mini. They're smaller than a chapstick. Well folks, I want to say thank you for stopping by today. I hope you got some good, useful information. Please feel free to leave your comments down below, like this video, share this video, and if you like the content that you see on my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you. And until next time folks, thanks for watching. Have a beautiful day, and go get you a Ti3. These are good little flashlights, very durable. You can drop them, they last a long time, and it's quite a bit of an upgrade from the T01, which was a phenomenal flashlight in my opinion. T01 was solid. It's still solid, still an excellent flashlight. They both have waterproof, they both have glass, not plastic lenses, and they are both just tried and true good little flashlights.